Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Conversations with Curtis, or actually catching up with Curtis as I continue my playthrough of her story. I don't know if I need to play anymore. I think I get a real sense of Sam's game and his style, but I'm hooked. So I definitely want to watch as many scenes today as I can. Maybe we'll solve the murder or not. But really, for me, it's more about just seeing as much of the material so I can talk to him about that. I'm really looking forward to chatting with him, and the more I can watch, the better. So I just say we keep throwing in as many, as many of my just the hints or the search items that we can, and see what we can come up with. But thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I'm seeing some cool. Someone. It's so funny. I just thought this was a Pickleater. Just wrote, "Wouldn't it be great to have a Phantas 2 follow-up in the style of this game?" Curtis gets caught by the police for all the murders and has to explain himself. That's a great idea. I was thinking something similar that I will share with you later if it turns into something worth sharing. But yeah, I've been kind of Daniel and I have been kind of chatting a little bit about some ideas about how to create something of our own, and doing it in what I really am inspired by with Sam Barlow is the simplicity of this. And all you need is a good story, and it's not that difficult to, put yourself in an environment where you can create something. I just love that they have her in this one room. I read a little bit about it, and the actress Viva Seifert, just recorded everything in her own home. And so anyways, there's some cool stuff thinking there. So I just love the idea of kind of creating something of our own. Maybe it has something to do with Curtis, but it's vague enough that we don't have to deal with any rights issues. So I don't know, just some thoughts. What is going on? Today is Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. Did everybody get a chance to relax a little bit? I hope so. I got a chance to go camping, or we call it glamping, with our family and some family friends, and it was great. Just then the fascinating thing is that you get out there and there's no cell service, and everybody's just not sure what to do, and my kids are just, you feel like they can just feel them coming down off of, it's totally a drug, and you can just see the withdrawals. I think I had them too, but after a couple hours, you just start to chill out and relax and get to just hang out with people and go for long walks and hikes. It was really good. So hope you all got a chance to slip away from your electronics for a little bit this weekend, or sometime soon. You should give it a try. Let's see. I think we should do this thing. I guess I'll give you a couple announcements. Today, directly after the stream, I'm going to post a poll on Patreon. That will be the final contenders of the next game Victoria and Marcel and I are going to play. So if you are... Oh, shoot, I just had it loaded. I'm going to find it. If you're on Patreon, you'll get a chance to vote for this. But I thought that since I'm streaming right now and you're watching, I'll give you the 5 contenders. Here they are, in no particular order: King's Quest 7, The Seventh Guest, The Dig, Contradiction, Spot the Liar. That one got a lot of response, so that sounds interesting. And Late Shift. So there you go. Those are our 5. And we'll start the beginning of August, the first week of August. I don't know if we're going to do Mondays. I think she needs to switch days. So she and I may do Wednesdays, and then these catching up with Curtis's will be on Mondays, and then Daniel and I will start another game as well, and on Fridays again. So lots coming up in August. I have an interview this week with a guy named Cade Peterson. He's the CEO of Mid Boss Gaming Company, and it'll be my sort of my first in a series of, well, not really, but I want to start talking to influencers and people who are playing these games and not just creating them, but the people who are streaming them like we are, and just kind of hear their stories. Also learn some of their tricks and maybe how to grow. What else? I think that's it. Really, that's it. Let's play some Her Story. Let me take a look at the comments first. Shagrath asks if I know what happened to the Phantasmagoria movie project. I don't. I only if I don't know. Somebody mentioned it to me early on when I first started conversations with Curtis, and I looked, and it looks like it shut down. Like they just didn't get the funding, or they weren't quite prepared to do all the things that they were going to do. But it doesn't look like it went anywhere. Oh, somebody wants to know if I will have an interview. Shagrath actually asked if I'm going to interview the lady from the game, Viva Seifert. Viva S. I would love to. I'm definitely going to reach out to her and see if I hear she doesn't do much in the way of interviews and such. Doesn't do a lot of publicity. She's in a band. She's a musician. I think that's her primary thing. But yeah, I'd love to chat with her. So I have a little sip of water. Okay, should we do this? I think we should. Let's go ahead and start the game. All right, it's loading. All right, here we are. Change things up a little bit. I moved Mia to the other side of and I think looks like the restream chat is working, so that's good. Got the game going. Audio seems to be working. All right, so let me know. I got my super chat and Twitch tip goals. So you guys can help me start that off if possible. But let's play this game. Let me know if anything. I'll just check the chat and see if sound is okay and if there's anything that needs to go. I will say this. I didn't cheat much. I haven't played the game since we played last week, but I did go on and just did a little research on it, and I still don't know who did it. I don't think I've learned anything, but I did get some more, just, what's the word? Just hints in terms of like the things that we want to look for in the search bar. Most of it, I had already written it down, but I'm going to, like things like cheated diary, things like that, mirror, things that we had looked at. Also, I want to share with you this file, which I don't know if we'll get to the bottom of this or not, but sorry guys, I have a little cough. I don't think it's a COVID cough, it's just a regular cough. So this is in the rubbish bin, the trash, and I kind of went over it, but I didn't look at it. But this says Grace Hack, and then Cracker, Cyber Ghost, Supplier, The Legends, You Never Seen Us, Stripper. But then if you see all of these numbers, it actually, I didn't notice this, someone pointed it out online. This is a photograph, or like a picture of, hey, somebody jumped in there, thank you. Fun Guy Plays. Here's to a good week ahead for you and all the fans. Thank you, buddy, appreciate that. It's funny how Gabriel Knight showed up. I usually try to take him out of the, I forgot to take him out of the super chat. That was more for Gabriel Knight, but there he is. But you can see there's a picture, and it's a picture of, there's the nose, there's the mouth, those are the eyes. This is a picture of Grace Kelly. So there's something that says cracks with class. So anyways, something's going on with Grace Kelly, and we'll have to look that up as well. What's up, Johan? Good to see you. All right, let's play this. So last, boy, thank goodness for the mute button. Something came up about throat. His throat was cut, and then we watched this video. I think we'll watch this one again, but let's watch the other ones. But what I remember is Hannah and Eve, they're both pangrams. No, is that right? Not pangrams. They're, I had it last time. Whatever. Their names aren't both, their names are spelled the same on both sides. They're either sisters or maybe split personality. But I remember this particular scene. Palindrome. Thank you, Contra. Jeez. Let's watch this scene again, and I think then we're back kind of caught up. All right, here we go.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
Okay, so we don't know who the she is. I'm pretty sure this is Hannah talking about Eve, something like that. I got that database checker up so we can see all the scenes that we've seen, and our goal is to just watch as many of them as possible today. So what I got out of that was a wig. She put on her wig, and she's wanting to be me. She loved being me. And then he gave her a present of a mirror, just like the mirror he gave her before. And then she smashed it and slashed his throat. So let's watch these other ones. This is the one we just watched was the last one. So let's go to the first one, which was June 27th, and this is July 3rd. So let's see. This is before I'm sure she's not gonna. Let's see what happens.
His body did not real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. As these thick.
Yeah, we saw this already, right? Let me know if the sound's okay. Okay, so yeah, I think we did watch all these, but I'm going to watch them again just because it's been a week. And thank you, Fun Guy Plays. Non-spoiler way to help navigate this game. Imagine you are the interviewer and want to ask her about a topic. That's the word or words you want to type in. That's good advice. Let's just see this here.
On his throat. How?
Okay. And that is the evidence bag. And I think in the evidence bag that might be the mirror, right? What does she say here? So this is the same day she talks about the slash.
Like I said before, it was 3, something like that.
3.
I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room.
Yeah, we saw this too.
His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. Yeah, he was dead.
Seagulls. What's up with the seagulls? Maybe that was her. Maybe that's where she lives. And it just happened to be actually part of the background. Let's check out seagulls. Let's do that first. I think that's the most important part to see if that's part of the game or if that's just her. No seagulls. So that was just outside her house when she was doing it. All right, I'm going to put in mirror because it seems like mirror is going to be, yeah, there's going to be a lot. So there's, oh, these ones I've seen, right? And these ones I haven't. And then I guess this is up here. These like the chronology of all the scenes. So I've really bounced quite a bit around. But let's check this out. I think that the eyeball tells me that we've seen this already. So, all right, let's go. 6:18. So this is kind of early in the. This might. Let's check and see where this shows up.
My name is Hannah. Hannah.
Yeah, we've seen this.
It's foundry. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
So we saw that already. Does that mean Gladstone Street? Are the eyeballs ones we haven't seen yet? Yeah, maybe so. Let's watch this. So this is 6:25. That's 6:27. 6:30. All right, have we seen this one yet?
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror.
Yeah, this is new.
He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Okay, that's the new one. So these are ones that we haven't seen. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah. Why don't we watch that again?
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
So he made it for me. Did he give it to you? Or did he give it to someone else? And I don't know which one showed up. It goes to full screen, so I can't see this. It's kind of hard to keep track of which one. One volume missing. What does that mean? I'm not going to refresh. That feels like that doesn't sound like a good idea. All right. What did we learn there? Present. Princess. So here are the words that I've amassed by kind of looking online and my notes. Twins, miscarriage, blood, pregnant, stories. She talks about these are just stories, right? Glasses, glass, cheated, sex, affair, diary, mirror. I think we had that already. guitar, which I don't think comes into play again. Suspect, reflection, attic, cellar. And then there's a bunch of characters. Simon, Eve, Hannah, Florence, Eric, Diane. So we got a lot of people to kind of look up. So I'm going to do who was it? Anyway, one of you made a great suggestion about just acting like Shagrath. I think someone just says, just act as though you're the detective. And I'm following up. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's follow up with these other two scenes.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. Haven't looked at it since.
Mm-hmm. Upstairs, all right. And then this is 6:30, so this is just a couple days later, 3 days later. Let's see what this one does. I'm going to take a picture of the database thing. And then when we watch this next one, we're going to see which one showed up. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. There it is. Let's watch this one.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Oh, that's good. Silverleaf. I guess we should put that in there, right? What is Silverleaf? Just more clues along the way. Someone who doesn't want to look at herself in the mirror. I guess where I'm confused is I don't know who is talking. Is this... She says she's Hannah, so I guess we just have to assume she's Hannah. But have they also brought Eve in? So I guess if they are twins or if they are split personalities, is part of this where Hannah has come out and is talking as Hannah, and part of this is Eve talking. But we haven't discovered that yet. So sometimes I don't know if it's Eve that's actually talking. Deer stalker cap. The database picture only changes when you refresh. Oh, well then I should refresh now, right? And see what... Aha, well thank you. Those are some more. Well then I didn't have to take a picture. Okay, good to know. So one here and one here. And that's yellow. Why is that yellow? So I've done them all here. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned... I'm going to go on a different, I want to ask about, I remember Helen. She was like, she seemed a little jealous of Helen. And I don't know. So I'm going to do Helen affair and see what happens. Nothing. What if I do a, ooh. Okay, how about just affair? Aha, 3 more we haven't seen yet. Okay, cool. And are they in, what order are they in? June 30th, July 1st, July 1st. All right, let's check this out. I don't think there's been any huge revelations, Ceylon Circe. Just the revelation is that I hit refresh and that shows me the new scenes that I've seen, and I don't have to take a picture of it with my phone. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. All right, here we go.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Simon was too having an affair. Let's find out what she says a couple days later. Ooh, she's got a tattoo.
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why.
You're reaching here. That's a fake tattoo.
I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone.
What is that tattoo?
Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for.
She has a baby.
Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Sex and affairs, we should say that.
You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Okay, she's mad at the interrogator. Okay, so what is that animal? Let's try this again. There's an animal on it's totally a fake tattoo. What is
You're
it?
reaching here.
Is it like a...
Oh, I don't know why.
I can't tell.
No. I've never cheated on
A
anyone.
dragon?
I've never taken anything from anyone.
Never cheated, never taken anything.
Simon is dead.
Did she?
But I have my baby to care for.
Okay, so we got a baby. We got Simon. I think baby's next.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Why, indeed. Glasgow. So what were you doing in Glasgow? Ask away. Good catch. Yeah. Good idea. Let's talk about that tattoo. Yeah, great idea. Can I ask a question? I'll just say tattoo. Ooh, let's see. Let's see what new reveals show up here. All right, some more here. Oh, awesome. I don't even care if I solve the mystery. I want to get to as many of these as I can. Here we go. Tattoo. Wait, do we do it? All right. But we've seen these ones already, so I have to check it out. All right. Back on June 18th, she said.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Oh, look at her being all flirty with the detective. This is before she... Oh, this is the first day. Okay. Let's go back. Let's see what these ones are. I got to remind myself.
My name is Hannah.
Okay, we're right.
H-A-N-N-A-H.
I'll bet you this is... Okay, we did that. Okay. So these are the first three, right? So I bet you if I refresh, we're going to see one more in the top row. Yep, 1 and 2. Okay, great. So what's this one?
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't
Glaziers?
remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
What's Glaziers? Glaziers. Oh, we should... God, there's so much to ask here. What is a glazier? Yeah, she's getting kind of offensive. She's definitely... Or defensive, right? Okay, so tattoo. She never talks about tattoo. I said tattoo, right? How come nothing... I mean, we had scenes show up. Oh, there we go. Well, there we go. All right. Some new ones here. Oh, she's going to talk about her tattoo here. It looks like she's pointing at it. All right, but let's see what we got. I don't know why those came up. I must have punched something in wrong. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip.
Scar.
Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago.
That was the other mirror.
He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant.
Or between
Not
two
so much.
twins.
Watching TV. He likes TV.
Okay. All right. He reads. He needs glasses. We got to ask about the glasses. I thought we did that already, but we definitely have to ask about his glasses. The clues, they just keep piling up. All right, let's try this one.
Oh, my tattoo.
My fake tattoo.
I got it to express my individuality.
Yeah.
It's an apple and a snake.
Apple and snake. I unlocked an achievement. I looked down. Did anybody see that? I just unlocked an achievement. Tell me what it was. Oh yeah, Eve. Apple and snake, Eve. I'm just looking at clues and I'm not putting together logic yet at this point. Okay. And it's fake. Well, I think it's supposed to be real, but probably the actress didn't want to get a real tattoo, or they didn't have the budget for a really good looking tattoo, so they put on a it looked like just one of those ones you get at a store. Yes, that's right, we are back with her story. I unlocked an achievement, so if anybody saw that, please tell me what achievement I unlocked. Let's watch these next ones. So this one, we're still talking about tattoos. And this one's near the end. This is like when she's about to break down. Looks like the, let's see when we watch this one, will it be down here or will it be up a little farther up?
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
Bed set.
I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Don't exist. I love this. It just keeps getting more complicated, at least in my brain. You guys might all know what the hell's going on.
So I moved out.
So you moved out.
Got a small bed set.
A bed sit, what is that, like a little
Got my tattoo
Airbnb?
to mark the occasion.
Mark what occasion?
I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since.
Huh.
I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
I don't exist. Okay, all right. Are you Eve or are you Hannah? Who are we talking to?
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking.
Yeah, phone
I knew who
in the
he
background.
was. Obviously I knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness.
Haha.
Guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me.
Palindrome.
I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking.
You hear all that
Later
background
on, it was
music
like
and
it was
what noises?
A waking dream.
Oh my gosh. All right, so much to unpack there. I couldn't help noticing all the background noises, and there's a phone in the background. There's the seagulls are starting to show up. And I just can't help, was this just the background of her home and that's just the best they could do because they were working on a tight budget? Or it works because it could be, the phone of a detective in the next office. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this one tells us a lot, right? So Simon says that he was surprised by the likeness between Eve and her. She said, of course I knew him. So, James Jenkins.
Hi, sweetie.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. I miss Daniel getting frustrated with your gameplay. Yeah, I bet, you'll get that. That'll come back. That'll come back. Yeah, that's funny. Wait, what's going on? You guys are chatting and I'm missing it. Yeah, thanks for the UK translation, Sturm. This is Studio. That's awesome. Did I already ask about Eve last time? I don't know if I have asked about Eve yet. We'll definitely talk about her in a minute. Yeah, gotcha. And well, it saves me the effort at least, so I appreciate it. Cool. But she knew who Simon was. Now, Simon, is he a celebrity because she knows him, or is it because Simon was with her doppelganger? I'm gonna watch this again. That seemed pretty interesting.
He saw me singing.
Okay, she's singing at a
One
bar.
of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking.
There's the phone, if you
I
can.
knew who he was. Obviously, I knew who he was. But
Obviously, I knew who he was, but he didn't know who I was.
he was fascinated by the likeness.
The likeness, me and Eve.
He guessed my name from my tattoo.
Oh, she's
Told me
Eve.
it was a palindrome. Well, that would impress me.
See, so sometimes she's Eve and sometimes she's
I
Hannah.
enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time.
After all this time, what does that mean?
He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming,
He was married. Is he married to Hannah?
a waking dream.
Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so much to unpack here. All right. Let's look up Eve. I think we need to talk about Eve. Oh, let's see where we are in the refresh column. Here we go. Okay, so those ones are not as far along. And then we had some more at the beginning too. All right, let's find out about Eve. There's going to be a bunch. Oh, we did Eve already. You know what? I think you only get access to the first 5 entries, but there's 7. So how do we get those other 2? Apparently, once we solve it, that there's once you watch the credits, you get access to the server where you can see like up to 15, but then you'll have already solved it. I don't know. It seems confusing, but let's watch this one anyway. So this is the one when she's doing Morse code with Eve. She says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Bye, Hannah." Like, bye, Hannah. Like, here, I'm taking over now. And then these are all the same time frame. Portsmouth. Oh, I did some user tags. That was Portsmouth, police. Here I wrote something about the beach. And then here I wrote blank. No, I didn't write blank. It was already there. All right, let's watch this. I think it is a good idea to put some notes down, because then when you come across a old video, you remember what you wrote.
My mother called me Eve.
Okay, okay, my mother called me Eve. Mother. Let's see what mother. All right, got some new ones. We're just gonna go for it. Let's just watch a whole bunch of scenes here and see what happens. I'm gonna stop talking so much.
There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
She's looking out. Oh, she kind of took that to a personal place, didn't she? Her mother wouldn't let her out. All right. She's looking out the window.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window.
I thought I just clicked on a different one.
She's sad.
She's sad. Might as well watch this again.
She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
You're trapped and you're sad and you're... Oh. I'd watched that before. Okay. Where was that? That's going to show up there and there. Interesting. Okay. Now this guy, right? Okay, this feels like it's a different one.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born.
Rapunzel.
Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Oh, happy ending. I unlocked an achievement. It's a happy ending. What do I do with that? I don't know. I haven't seen the little outline of the person in a while. I want to see who that person is. It's a happy ending. Rapunzel. So the other thing I noticed is there's a lot of vertigo in this. Remember the Jimmy Stewart character, Kim Novak? She is killed, and then he finds someone and tries to make her look just like his ex-wife or lover, and then all the intrigue happens. So yeah, he's definitely stealing from Vertigo here. Yeah, I think the detectives are definitely showing her a book or a picture and having her comment on it. No, Sturm, I am going to read a lot into the achievements, because when somebody tells me that I've achieved something, it means that I'm awesome, and so I'm going to read a lot into that. No, you might be right. Rapunzel. I'm going to write down Rapunzel here. And then let's just add that. I don't know. I guess I'll just add a session. I don't know. Okay. And then I got some more. Here we go. Mother.
I would have been a good mother.
I would have been a good mother.
I was young, but I would have been a good mother.
Somebody was a mother.
She was a girl, by the way, the baby.
Who was?
We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana.
Another
But I didn't want
palindrome.
it to have
Nana's a
such a cool name.
palindrome. Sarah's pretty close. Sarah. It's another name. Yep, she's down there. Oh my gosh, this is okay. So it looks like, I can't always tell who's talking, but Sarah or can't tell who had the baby and who didn't. Did Hannah have the baby? Oh, you know what I guess we could do is we can identify who's talking by the day and time, right? Because at one point when she says, I'm Eve, we just know that when she's wearing those clothes, that's Eve talking. I haven't really tracked that. Yeah, I'm going to search for some names, but I got to watch this stuff too, right?
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
So Rapunzel, fairy tale. Oh, well, wait a minute. I definitely want to hear that. Where did that just show up? Where's that? Okay, so 3 more. All right, let's put down Sarah. Sarah is the baby, so let's do that. That's it, huh? Just one entry found. Did we say anything about that? Yeah, baby name. Huh. Sarah. It says sometimes to do more mother. No. Okay, so we've got what we can out of Sarah. Let's try some of the other names. Let's do more about Simon. Oh, we already got those. Simon Smith, Windows, Ernst Brothers, Classic. Let's do Ernst Brothers. Just the one. Okay. Let's try. Do we do Hannah already? We probably did. Done all those. Okay, so this is where we need. How about Glasgow? Oh yeah, Rapunzel for sure. Oh, we got a bunch of Glasgow stuff here. Okay, let's do these, and then I don't know why I didn't put Rapunzel, but we will. Fairy Tale. All right. Yep, you guys have some good ones. But let's watch these. These are all the same day. Let's identify who she is. Who's talking here? Is this Eve or Hannah? And then I'll just make sure I write those notes down.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back.
Payphone. I wonder if that's going to come in handy at all. I'm just going to write payphone here. Okay. Lots of.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste.
Diane.
That time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Aha! She's now saying, I can't do it. I can't have been a... Okay, we're going to do Diane as soon as we're done watching these ones. Where do these line up? They line up over here, okay.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Okay, so no one knows where she was? Deserted?
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine.
Who was pregnant?
The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Yikes. Okay, so we got all those. Hey, we got 100 messages with Restream. You chatty Cathys. Nice. Thanks. What am I missing? Speaking of chats, what am I missing here? All right, so let's put in Diane. Ooh. Oh, we got another song. Nice. All right, so she was pregnant. I think that was Hannah. I'm pretty sure that was Hannah. I don't know. Just going with it.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Okay, so Eric and Diane. Okay. We got to find out about Eric, too. Okay. No, I don't know about Diane. Tell us about Diane.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
What is a glazier? I'm going to look that up. That might be a UK thing that I don't recognize. Glass blower. Okay. I think we need to know more about that. Oh yeah, for the...
He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour.
Simon's boss was Eric.
Diane is a really good cook.
No, I thought he said it was his uncle.
Trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Seedfax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Fennel. Hey, I unlocked an achievement, Sturm. I unlocked the fennel achievement. So there you go. I don't know what that means, but I feel pretty good about it. Man, there are so many things. Let's find out about Eric. Oh, I want to hear her sing her song first. Everything I'm being told could be a lie. That's true. It's all stories, right? I don't know if I'm tracking this as well as I should, but I'm having fun.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. YT Wanderer. Hey man. Just lurking today. Working in the home office. Have fun. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I hope you can stick around for a little bit. This is a really, really fun game. The fennel ending. That's my favorite too. All right. Here we go.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Oh, no songs. Okay, well, let's find out more about Eric. So Eric's his boss. I thought she also said he was his uncle. Didn't she say that? I know this game is confusing. I'm totally confused. All right, a lot of new stuff. Let's see. What does our refresh button look like? All right, we're just starting to load things up here. What did I say here? Anything? Blank. That was later. This is the early. This is when she first comes in and reports him missing. So this might be helpful.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans.
This is Simon.
He has a watch. It's a really nice one.
Oh, we got to talk about the watch.
From his boss, Eric.
Okay, the watch. We got to talk about that next.
He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Okay. I think I've written down watch like 3 times, so that's probably a good one to.
So, it was Friday evening.
I have. Fun guy.
We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by
Phone
dinner
call in the
time.
background.
It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Oh, this is probably one of the. I bet you it's like this, like right here. Let's see what that was. Yeah, just okay. Now we'll probably do the next two here. So this is where he's disappeared.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van.
Phone in the background.
If you want to get back.
So something about a car, Cavalier in the van. Man. See, look at my notes. I mean, it's just like insanity. They're not in any order, but at this point I've lost. I think I've doubled the same thing twice. All right. But my goal is to get through as many of these scenes as I can.
Yes, that would be in his wallet.
What would be in
It's a Visa, a
Credit
silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash. But Eric convinced him to get one.
a Visa, silver Visa? Oh, like cow. Okay, so we refreshed that, and we probably got the rest. Oh, those are later on. Okay. True detective scribblings, indeed. We've got so many things to. Let's type in watch. Oh, there's one.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it.
We're
Watch.
seeing a confession.
That was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
All right, I should get like a achievement unlocked here, right? We just got this is huge. She and Eve, or Eve and Hannah. They are two separate people, I think. And I hear some music all of a sudden. How come the music's playing? The music doesn't normally play here. What is this? How close? Yeah, that's right near the end. Oof. We also got this one. I don't remember this. Was this? We got the very last one? When did we get the last one? Wait, let's see. Wait a minute. She's here. She's wearing the... It's got to be one of these. That looks... Oh man, Didn't Eve have a video early on where she says they were separated after being born? Yes. Yeah, right. I want a lawyer. Oh, okay. No, I didn't solve it. I don't think I solved it, but I think that they both did it, but we don't know what's a lie and what isn't. And I'm certainly not done yet. I've got so many more things to look at. So let's just keep going. Let's do reflection and mirror. Let's do mirror. Okay, we got all those. Let's do...
Hi, sweetie.
Hello. Who is that? Thank you. I gotta look at this, my stream elements again. I think my Twitch alerts aren't telling me exactly what's happening. I think that meant I got a follower, and if so, thank you for following. Appreciate that. Reflection. Oh, we got a bunch here. Okay. And this is all near the end. All right, let's check this out. Why the piano? I like the piano. I'm piecing it together. I'm piecing the broken shards of mirror together.
Florence raised me in her home.
Florence?
I never left it. She kept me out of sight.
Okay, that's right.
It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window.
Just like
and seeing
Rapunzel.
her across the road.
So you saw Hannah across the road.
I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
I'm seeing someone out there.
She was
They're
me.
free. She's me. I'm stuck in a... Did we watch that already? Oh, ho, ho, ho. You guys see that? Oh, I'm starting to... I want to also keep thinking about, like, who... Is that a reflection of me, quote me, like whoever the person playing this game is? And who is that person? Maybe it's Hannah or Eve or... I don't think I've seen the thing that happens. It does say that I've seen it, but I haven't seen anything. I also am told that if the game realizes or thinks that I know the answer, I can say yes. So it hasn't said anything to me yet. Okay, let's keep going. But basically, we're getting near the end here, I think. Where did that go? Okay, that's over here. All right. Oh, the yellow one is the one you watched most recently.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange.
Okay.
We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books.
Because you're the shut-in
And it
Rapunzel.
suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
This is so good. This is so good. I'm really, really impressed by this. Oh, do you guys seeing that? We're getting closer. We're gonna see who the person is who's trying to find out the answer. That's my theory. And the music keeps changing, right? Is that a good sign? It does seem like we're heading towards something, right? This is either, as we say, it's two twin sisters separated at birth, like Eve is saying. I think this is Eve. Or this is a split personality. But if it's a split personality, that's way more complicated than this. So, all right, let's see these next two. What's this one? This is the next one that we have not seen yet.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Who's her mom? Do you guys remember who her mom is? Oh, some new music again. Let's get this last one. God, there's just so much Rapunzel-like stuff. Wait, someone wants me to stop the stream now? What? Really? Why? This would be a perfect time to stop the stream. I've not been reading your stuff, guys. Sorry. Yeah, Joseph just said, I realize your reflection on the monitor is another aspect of the mirror imagery concept. Yeah, it's got so many great layers. It's really, really neat. Hannah E, search for those videos. Keep in mind the person searching these videos is doing it much later after this happened. Right, because that was 1994, right? And so this is... Ooh, let's take a look at the... Isn't there a clock? 26/16/22. So, yeah, it's... Oh, I think I know who it might be. I have an idea. All right, let's watch this next one. What did we get? Okay. Yeah, I'm not ready for confirmations quite yet, Sturm, I think. Yeah, here we go. No, we're going to play as much as we can today, get through this if possible. I'd like to...
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her...
So you killed...
something would happen.
Hannah. No.
We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Touch her. The witch was dead. Is she talking about her mom? Who's her mom? Is that Florence? Florence is the mom, right? That's right. Let's look up Florence. The evil mother. Okay, we got some more. We're still in the same, near the end of the game. Yeah, she's fantastic. I don't think she's an actor. She doesn't have much of an acting resume. She's done a couple things here and there, but mostly she is a musician, and I'm very eager to chat with her if possible. All right, Florence.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Hello again. Hello again. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Florence was the maid. She took... The mom didn't know... the mom didn't know she had twins. Florence took the other baby and raised it in the attic, right? And the mom lived with Hannah downstairs below, and they were free. So they're living in two separate... I don't know how you can hide a baby and the cries and all that stuff, but that's what I'm getting. Florence isn't the mom. I think Florence is the person who cleans up after her. So that was fascinating. And she says she touched her and the witch is dead. So did she kill Florence?
Florence was a warm, kind person.
Okay.
But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also
Oh yeah,
found
diary.
a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, after
Like
I was
us.
older.
We're not.
She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Holy cow, she said the title. Yeah, at one point she said her story in an earlier one too. It's twice. You guys chatting about stuff. The same thing for the actress in Hellblade. Oh yeah, she also did not. Graphic artist who looked the part. Huh. Okay. Okay, let's... Oh, we have one more here. Let's keep going. How many we... Oh boy, we're racking off this aisle here. I think diary is my next
It was just me
clue.
and her.
Me and her.
It was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl.
Florence's family.
It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread. Maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
This is helpful and not helpful at the same time. I'm not getting. All right, let's do. How do I ever say, like, what if I want to say, I think I found it? Not that I have, like, I'm ready to say that yet. Just one, just two. And this is from earlier. Let's refresh. All right. Oh, hey, thanks for the coffee. Appreciate that. There we go.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
I like that, on the same page. So who are you? I think you're Hannah. I think this is Eve.
It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things.
Huh.
And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary
Ooh.
so that we were on the same page.
Same page.
We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. I mean, we would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Oh my golly. This is awesome. This is awesome. I mean, how do you keep that in your head? I mean, all these people, these game makers, especially, like I've only played these FMV games so far, but to track all of this, I guess you have to write it in order. and then you chop it up and put it in different pieces and see how that goes. Rules. There's some more. Here we go. Rules. 2 more rules here. Let's see what. This is 627. I think this is probably Hannah again.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity.
Mm-hmm.
Did they catch her there? I don't know.
So good. That's so good. So the investigators are giving her pictures that remind her of her own story. So they seem to be leading her to some kind of confession in some way. All right. Okay, let's try this one. Is this it? Yeah.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another Carl in our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
Carl.
After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant.
So Hannah
From
got
that
pregnant.
one time.
Hannah got pregnant. Ooh. We saw the image again. We heard the sirens. This is so good. I love this. I'm loving this. Yeah, me too. I love the novelty of this. It's just it's so creative. I also we talked about this before, but I love that they created this little teeny box within to work within. And they just let it rip, and she's fantastic. I buy her. I buy both of her personalities. If I had the time and the effort, I would definitely want to watch all of these in succession. Maybe we do a little bit of that next time and just see it from beginning to end, just to see how she put it all together. I think that would be kind of cool. All right, let's get to this one here. Let's see, what do we... All right, so down in the second to last row. Yeah, we're definitely getting to... So when they met each other, I guess after she escaped the attic, they connected and they decided to be one person. So as much as possible, they would take turns, even on a date, right throughout the day. Throughout the date, they would switch and the person would never know. We need to find out about Carl after this. Apparently that didn't go very well. And then Hannah slept with Simon first and got pregnant. And I think she had the baby, and Eve either got pregnant.
Conversations with Curtis.
Hey, thanks for following. Who is that? Daxo something? I missed it. But thank you so much. Appreciate it. And you're probably following on Twitch, and I am still getting my sea legs with Twitch, so apologies if I'm not. I'm on OBS, and I've got Twitch and YouTube going, and I'm a little bit... I can't always figure out the details of that stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's get back to this last one, and then we'll find out about Carl. Yeah, okay.
It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different.
What lasted 6 months?
Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. I didn't share him like the others.
The others.
The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had
Person
become
coughing in the background.
weird, in a way it hadn't been before.
Oh, so she's still in the attic. Why is she still living in the attic? She's an adult. I think it had become weird. Okay. Let's find out about Carl, shall we? All right, I'm going to start crossing off some of the people. So we've talked about Florence. We've talked about Diane and Eric. Let's find out about Carl. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new stuff. Oh, this is going to be Hannah talking. And this is 7-1. So yeah, this is later in the thing. Return of the Obra Dinn. Man, so many games. It's crazy. Here we go. Oh, back to our bad
Was he
tattoo.
my first?
Was who my first?
No need to be so coy.
Oh, and I think you're Eve.
No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band.
My first.
He was a
Oh.
bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
What? Okay, who has the tattoo? Do you guys remember? Who has the tattoo? Is it Hannah or is it Eve? I don't think that. Oh, that's Eve. Because she's got the tattoo. It's the apple and the snake. So this is Eve. Both of these characters are Eve. This is good to know. So somebody wasn't her first, but Carl was. He was a shit, but he was sexy. Okay. So let's find out more about this.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think.
There's more to you than meets the eye.
I was really into him.
Hey, James, thank you.
Regardless of how he
I'll
actually
read your
behaved.
chat in a second.
Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months.
He got tired of us.
It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
So this was their first time not switching off and sharing a boy. James says, games are art. Looking forward to seeing your mind blow by several art house games like this. Me too. If they're so far, I'm just couldn't be more impressed with Inside and now this. I started playing a little bit of Little Nightmares with my kids, and I stopped because I want to play it with you guys. I don't want to play with my kids. Screw them. Play it with you guys. Yeah, I can't wait to know more of these. This is right up I just find this fascinating on so many levels. All right, we got 2 more of these. Let's see what our refresh button tells us. Oh, back up here. Okay.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Okay. Okay, so Carl, some nondescript boys, and then Simon. But then Hannah went and fell in love.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything.
Okay, so she's confident. Hannah maybe
She
not
is
so
the
much.
shy one.
Okay, Hannah's
She
shy.
was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin.
Hmm.
She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Dang, yikes, I know. Yikes indeed. This is also Eve, definitely. This is Eve. Both of these are Eve. I think the girl in red is Hannah, and I'm pretty sure this is Hannah too. Okay, so gosh, there's so much. So we talked about Carl. Let me roll him off. I know we had checked out. We did Cerro. We did Glasgow. Did I already do a fair? I think I did. Cheated. Let's see what cheated. Oh boy, we got some cheating. Oh, this might be Hannah. This is good. I almost don't want to know the answer yet. Although I think what we found out is that they, at this point I'm thinking, based on my evidence so far, I think that they are two twins. Although it might be a split personality. That might be the big reveal at the end. But right now I'm thinking they are two twins. They shared Simon. Hannah was in love. Something went horribly wrong. And then they killed Simon. Hannah killed Simon, and then they both worked to dispose the body and come up with this plan. It doesn't do partial word. In other words, cheat and cheated aren't the same. Okay, well that's good. Oh, that's not good, but it's good to know. All right, let's play this one. I think this is Hannah.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
Yeah, that's Hannah. Okay, but this is back to Eve.
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Oh, are they getting confused by who they're talking to?
Simon never cheated on me.
Simon didn't cheat.
He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other.
Did Simon ever know
Life isn't a fairy tale.
that they were?
You do what you can.
She's so good. She is such a good actress in this. Surprised television and movies didn't just gobble her up. Maybe she didn't want it.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets.
What secret?
It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
What? Okay, we got to find out about Oxford. We might as well do that right now. What's our refresh rate here? Nice. Look at this. This is cool. Oxford. Cheated his expenses. All right. It's a lot about Eve this session, isn't it? I'm kind of eager to see more of Hannah.
There was a conference. Something to do with double glazing.
Double glazing.
In
We haven't done
Oxford.
that one. Okay. So let's find out about glazing after this, or glaziers.
Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him.
Wait a minute.
He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
So he wasn't there for the conference. He was there for something else. Affairs? Did I already do that? They already did that. Okay, some more glacier stuff. Okay, so this is Hannah because she doesn't have a tattoo. See, that's how we get to know the difference.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaciers.
Who? What's this? We'll go back a little bit.
Diana's really nice. She helps out with the Glaciers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids.
Yeah, we got that already. What did you say? I did?
I did.
I did what?
Well, we met when we were 17, both working at...
Okay. What's this? Maybe this one.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaciers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
So Hannah never mentions Eve. And Eve, at least later in this game, talks about Hannah a lot.
No, everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier who doesn't have much money. I mean, I don't know.
This is early. Okay. On her cheek. Oh, is that a bruise? Really? Wait, which one? Was this, was it in, what? Let me see, is it this one? Oh, yeah,
we
yeah.
couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school.
Okay. Bruce. Let's do Bruce. All right, we got 3.
Bruce. Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing.
Sure.
I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. We hurt like hell.
Nuh-uh. You got hit by someone. Who was it? Was it Eve? Was it Simon? I don't think I'm very... I think if someone asked me who did it and why, I don't think it could hold up in a court of law. No, she touched the right side of her face. All right, let's watch this.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too.
Oh, okay.
A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match.
Jeepers.
Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days.
So Hannah's pretty...
She snuck frozen peas up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies was synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Okay. Let's see. This one.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry.
Furious
Kind of
and
angry
angry
you
is the
have
same
toward
thing.
yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back. left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off.
Performing.
Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
All right, so let's find out about this wig. I don't know. How are we doing, you guys? Oh, all right, 4 wigs. So, oh, what was that one? That was the last one, which is really close to the end here. So I clearly watched the very last one, right? And that must have been last week. I don't remember what that was. Oh, that was I Want a Lawyer. Okay, that's what someone said. I Want a Lawyer. All right. All right. Let's see what these ones are. So the wig. So she was performing. Oh, we'll let her tell us.
A wig? You mean? What type of wig?
Why 2 glasses? Remember, there are 2 cups here. One for her and one for Hannah. So this is early. This is June 30th. What was the one we just saw? This is the one we just saw, right?
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed
Each other. I had her back. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off. This is Eve talking. And this is Hannah denying a wig.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
So she's denying. And then what is this? That was June 30th. This is the next day. Yeah, I think there's only 30 days in June, right?
This other person
And this is
doesn't
Eve.
exist.
Oh, okay, this is when they're
I
still.
don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
What's a cat flap? All right, what's a cat flap? This is when they're in denial and they're not letting people know that they're 2 separate people. Aha! Cat flap.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. It's stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door. No cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
Aha. So someone went through the cat flap. And yeah, I'm hearing the phones now and the ticking of the clock. And so now I'm convinced that this is just part of the soundscape that they put for the game, which is great. I don't know if I still want to ask. I'm going to have to ask them about the seagulls and see if that was a mistake. So what did we just learn? I left a video unwatched for wig. I did? Let's go back. Did I? Well, you're right. Thank you very much, Joseph. Don't want to.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again.
When were they separated the first time?
I stayed in the attic.
Why?
It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
Oh, thank you, Joseph. This is big.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was
Oh,
sex with strangers.
she had to be pregnant just like...
Guys I'd met in clubs.
This gets...
parks and alleyways.
Oh, Eve.
I was 17. It felt like I was being punished.
I think you were.
But it was Hannah who had betrayed us.
So Hannah got married at 17, took off with
I
Simon.
stopped when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. Found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people?
Yeah.
I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do,
Yeah.
but neither of us wanted it.
But what the...
We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in.
Their own places.
And that was the plan.
That's a dumb plan. That's not going to happen. But they're married now, right? So why would they get their own places? Yes, this video has it all. Jeez. Okay. I think they took this game a little too far. Why is she still staying in the attic? So she's, as an adult and as the more aggressive, outgoing one, why would she allow herself to stay shut up? I mean, that's all she knew, but yeah, it's fascinating. What did we say? Cat flap? Let's go back to that. I think there was another one there. Holy mackerel. Yeah, we did those. Okay, so how about baby? Yeah, we got a couple of babies here. I wonder if Simon was in on this the whole time.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
So Hannah never talks about Eve. Or maybe we just haven't gotten far enough in the story from Hannah's perspective. Like right now, we're seeing all these scenes down here, and that's all Eve talking. But I don't see any Hannah. There's got to be some Hannah in here. Like, I'm curious. At one point, when she does the Morse code thing, where she says, "Oh, Eve, what are you doing?" But she doesn't think anybody's paying attention to her. But at this point, no one. She never mentions Eve.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Okay, okay. And is this, I forgot who this one was.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
You hear people in the background. Here, just listen to that little moment in the background. It's like someone, it's like a kid or something.
Yes.
Right here, listen.
It.
You hear that? What is that? I'm just curious. Is that purposeful? Or was that part of the surroundings? Taking the reflection game too far makes me... okay, so this stuff is... That's 625 and that's 627. Nursery bin bags. We watched this already, but...
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents and
I locked out for an early. I think it was something his mom said. She'd been speaking about all stuff, sad stuff. There's some boxes in the cellar. And then I looked there.
those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place.
Oh yeah, we watched this. This is interesting. Okay, so
There the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags.
let's throw up bin bags here.
Pulled them open.
Oh yeah, this is when she saw the body.
Saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Did we do bin bags last time? I think we did. Yeah, we got all those boxes. Okay. Do we do diary? Oh. We did. Okay, so rid of that. We did cheated. Well, this seems like a... Yeah, I figured we might have had some more of that in there, right? So she's not talking about the attic here. She says down there. We could do cellar too. Let's see what I'm going to do. Cellar. Okay, we got a couple of those. Let's do these two first, then we'll get back to the sex.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there.
What kind of mushrooms?
The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
So this was part of their plan, right? They had a whole plan. Monk says, speaking of kids' voices, I think I hear yours in the background. You may well. There's a play date going on upstairs. Okay. That's the cellar. They use their own bags. This is the alibi, I think, that they concocted. Let's see what we're doing with our refresh. Whoa. I always think I'm going to get farther along in these games than I do.
Fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people had been there through my things. It's like I'd been burgled. Only worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in, as good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So...
Suspect? How about suspect? We got a bunch of names too. Let's see who else. We have Simon Evil, Eleanor. Oh, Domino. That was the one I wanted. Okay, there's one. That's the baby. We were going to call the baby Domino, right?
We loved our cat.
Oh, Domino's the
Domino.
cat.
He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden.
Because they had a cat flap
We used
too.
to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
All right. What else, guys? Attic? Did we already do attic? I think we did. Oh, there's more attic. Okay, so I did cellar. Oh, we haven't done glasses. stories. We got a bunch of stuff. I think we did miscarriage, right? Blood. So that's attic. I'm just going to look at some stuff. All right, that's good. Twins. Miscarriage. Oh, I got a bunch of stuff here. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to our original topic of sex. There we go. All right, two more. Well, guys, it is 1:53. I'm gonna watch this one here. I'm gonna have to wrap this up in a couple of minutes.
Really?
Speaking of my kids, I gotta
You're
go.
going to ask me about my sex life?
Yes, let's
I mean,
ask
isn't
about
that
the sex life.
private?
We can watch. I think we can do a couple more. Let's find out. This is what sells, right?
Are you married? How is your sex life?
Nice. But we never hear anybody's response. Why not? Why don't we ever hear the... And we haven't seen the reflection of whoever's doing this game.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Fairly average. All right, so she's just not going to go into the details. And good for her. Why would you?
No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
That is my wicked, evil sister.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex.
So yeah, so Eve's a little more...
We did it in a church once. It's stupid.
A little more promiscuous than Hannah.
So he got tired of us and...
Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. I might want to play... Hey, James. Again, thank you so much. One for the road. Also, what's your favorite Bo Burnham track from Inside? Oh, gosh. Here, let me... I'm going to scoot on over here. And I'm going to quit the game. So we get rid of the music. There we go. Oh, no. Here we go. There it is. Good. My favorite Bo. Oh, geez, what's going on? There we go. Come on. I think we're back. There we go. Sorry about that. The white woman's Instagram is hilarious. The one that blew my mind was the when he sings a song, sort of like this jazzy song, and then you hear a few bars, and then it cuts to him commenting on the song, and then it cuts to him commenting on the commenting of the song, and then it cuts to him, and it just goes on like 5 or 6 times. I think that was amazing. There's also, I think I told you guys I started watching that Markiplier, those videos he does. The ones, the first one we watched was Heist. These YouTube choose your own adventures. And I highly recommend them. They're very funny. We just watched the first one that he did, which again was kind of the low budget before he got, I think, this is the one that got him on the map. It's called On a Date with Markiplier. And there's this one section that is so funny that I guess I should, but it's about him trying to dig out of a you get to choose between whether he's going to dig out of a prison cell or he's going to try to pick the lock. And if you choose dig out of the prison cell, you see him trying to dig out of the prison cell, and the gag that he puts together for that is unbelievably funny. We just watched that last night. It was great. Anyway, I'm still loving this. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know. Maybe this week I might try to pop on real fast and play a little bit more, but I really appreciate you guys joining me today. I feel like I've learned a ton, and I'm just so impressed. And so I'm just could not be more giddy about getting a chance to talk to Sam Barlow about this. somebody shared with me on Discord, somebody, a game that Sam Barlow did way back in 1999, just an interactive fiction game called Isle, Aisle. And you can see where he was just, it's just a little scenario, and then you type in a word or a verb, and then they just give you an ending. And then that's it. And then if you want to keep going, you just get all these different endings. And I played a little bit of it. It was really cool. But you can just see how much Barlow has grown since 1999 as a writer, as a storyteller. You got a real sense of it in that, but it really was kind of, from my opinion, it wasn't that well written. The idea was interesting, but this is just so much, so good, so deep. It's got so much going for it. So yeah, I'm going to try to play a little bit more. Maybe this week I'll try to get one more in. I'll let you all know in advance. But I want to thank you so much for taking the time. If you are on Patreon, please give it about 15-20 minutes and then hop on there and make a vote on the poll that we will post for my live stream with Victoria Morcell for our next game. Otherwise, thanks for everything, you guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for the we got really close to our super chat goal. Didn't get very close on our Twitch goal, but that's okay. But thank you so much for your time. And if you did donate, thank you for that. And I'll see you guys hopefully later on this week. All right. If otherwise, have a great rest of your week. I hope this is a good way to start it off. And we will talk to you later. All right. Bye.